So let's start. These are easy questions, so let's see you guys. Who knows?
Shooty skies.
Nice. All right, shooty skies. Come on, that's easy. Angry Birds using rewarded video. Who knows?
Subway surfers.
Subway Surfers by Kilu using rewarded video. Who said it? Somebody said Killshot? Nice. Killshot by Hothead using rewarded video. King of Thieves, Zeptolab using rewarded video to monetize their users. An awesome game. Bullet Boy, Congregate using rewarded video. One of the best integrations for rewarded videos I've seen. Shark Evolution, the Future Games of London. You're all playing this game, I'm sure. Come on. Pooh. Yeah, Pooh. Very catchy name. Using rewarded video. Where's Philip from Wooga? Jelly Splash using rewarded video. Pirate Kings from Jelly. Yeah, thanks. Jelly Button. Two Dots out of New York using rewarded video. Criminal Case. And the list goes on and on and on. I could stand here for hours and hours and show you examples and a lot of integrations and what each one is doing. Everyone's doing a different integration with some sort of segmentation, but the list goes on and on and on. Now let's try to think like a monetization manager, and I'll ask you guys, if you were a monetization manager for Wooga or for any other company, what would you care about? What's interesting and important for you guys? Feel free to shout answers. What's important for you as a monetization manager? Fill rate? What else? Revenue? All right, so I'll tell you how I look at it in terms of what I think is important for our clients, and when we approach them, what's important for them. I think that the first and most important thing is the user flow. That you think about the user before anything else. If you try to talk them into kind of adding another thing into their game, they're going to think about the user flow. How is that affecting the user flow, my users, which is the most important asset. The second thing is IAP. Okay, we build the game. The funnel is for me to make more money out of in-app purchase. Is that going to hurt in-app purchase? Adding video. Is that going to decrease the amount of users buying? Technology. Am I adding a piece of technology to my app that is going to cause issues? I'm adding an SDK. Is that going to crash my game? If it's a yes, then it's a no-go, even if you're making me thousands of dollars a day. Super important. Performance. How much money am I going to make? What's the ECPM? What's the fill rate? And money, which is weird that it's last, but I think it's last. And I think in order to kind of penetrate the publisher that we're trying to work with, we need to make sure that whatever we're offering them, we're kind of covering these issues. And video answers all these. And that's super important to see. Okay, the user experience is awesome. IAP, it doesn't hurt IAP, and I'll show you an example in a second. Technology, there's a ton of companies doing rewarded videos with their very mature SDKs. Performance, we talked about it. It's much better than banners, interstitials, whatever you can think about. And the revenue is significant. It's significant. You can reach to be 40% of whatever you're making with IAP with rewarded videos, which is awesome. This is just a short case study from a studio called Upopa. What I'll show you guys, just an example of what Upopa did. They had a game which each session or time or level was 3 minutes, and they added interstitials. So the revenue they generated was 10% per user, 10 cents per user, and interstitials added 1 more cent to that kind of bucket of whatever they're making. They made a very significant change in the game, and they moved from 3-minute sessions or levels to 20 seconds. Okay, by doing that, they were able to show a little bit more interstitials and kind of show more ads. And what happened to IAP, it didn't change, but they were making more money from interstitials, which is awesome, but it wasn't enough. Okay, later on, they added video, and the results were amazing. Okay, in terms of IAP, IAP increased. Okay, not only that it didn't hurt IAP, it helped IAP. It increased from 10 cents to 15 cents. Interstitial ads, now they were able to show 3, okay, to make 3 cents per user. The length of the levels are still 20 seconds, and they were able to add on top of that 5 cents per user from rewarded video. So overall, yeah. It's a very good question. How did video help then? Okay, why? I need to give you a good answer about why, right? So I'll explain. First, the flow was from system-initiated products to user-initiated products. Video is a user-initiated product only if the users want to see it, they use it. And this slide is your answer. Okay, what happened once we added video? So IAP increased 50%. Why? LTV increased 70%. Why? People spend more time in the game, and that's the main thing. People spend more time in the game because now they have rewards, they have prizes, they have the currency, whatever currency in the game to have, and they're going to spend it. They're going to spend more time in the game than spending it. They have some way of earning whatever currency it is in the game by watching video. So basically what you're doing, you're taking your whole package of a user, and instead of kind of blocking them at a certain point, you're allowing them to progress. You're allowing them to play more. You're allowing them to convert to a paying user as well, which we see all the time. And that's the real power of rewarded video as a monetization solution. That it's part of the game, and users spend more time in the game, and they convert into paying users because finally, they get to taste whatever reward you have in the game, and they're much more engaged. Cool. Moving on to the advertising side and the demand side. So just a few things that we're seeing together. So brands, they love video. They want to buy as much video as they can, and that's a known fact. Top developers and advertisers, they love video. The ROI and the LTV you're getting by acquiring a user from an app trailer is usually significantly higher than any other format. And we're seeing that on Facebook, on in-app, via all the vendors that you're seeing. Also, the prices are much higher. But that's kind of the trend. Okay, you're getting a high-quality user if you acquire them through video. And video partners, we showed the slide before. You guys can choose from 15 various video partners to buy your users from in video. Another quiz: who's buying on video? Tiny app, Clash of Clans. Who knows? Good Games. King. These are all advertisers, developers that are buying users on video from all the vendors that I talked about. Glue, Kardashian, who knows? Natural Motion, CSR. Well, the name is on the logo, Smule. Who knows? Slotomania, Politica, Angry Birds, Plarium. And the list goes on and on and on. If you look at, kind of the UA spent on video, it's increasing every year dramatically. Okay, and now let's try to think like a UA manager. We thought like a monetization manager a minute ago. What's important? What do you guys care about if you're a UA manager? ROI? What else? What do you guys think? Sorry? All right. What else? So I'll tell you how we look at it. I think there's two main things that I would say kind of a UA manager would think about before they approach a company and think, let me start spending money with you. So one is quality. What's the quality that I'm getting? I'm going to spend $4. Am I getting more? Am I getting more per that user? And on video, the answer is usually by far higher than any other format that we're seeing, any other channel. And the second thing is volumes. I'm not going to buy from a channel that is generating 50 installs a day. It's not interesting enough. If I'm going to start working with another kind of UA company for video, it needs to be significant. I'm going to open an account, look at the dashboard. It's going to take a lot of time for me. You need to have these two main things. And again, video answers all of these. All the vendors that I showed you guys before can generate a ton of users per day via video. And that's kind of the main things that I think that are important. On the product side, I'm going to talk about it just in 1 minute. So I talked about that video is a user-initiated product. If the users don't like it, they don't have to use it. You're not forcing them to do anything. They use it in their own terms if they like it and if they want to. The second thing is UX. Usually with video, the videos are pre-cached, high definition, instant play, there's a timer, there's an X button. There's everything that you want to give the user to kind of give him a premium feeling of the product. Rewarded content, it's becoming a part of your app economy, of whatever you're rewarding the user. It's part of your IAP strategy. That's what's happening with this kind of type of products. Product integrity, there's a ton of companies, very, very mature SDKs. Usually, you'll be able to find 5 to 10 companies that are not going to harm your product in terms of the stability of the product. And a very interesting thing is the amount of video SSPs or mediation platforms that we're seeing kind of popping up in the market in the past 2 years. There's a lot of companies because we know that companies like Wooga or other big companies, they're usually going to want to use more than just one video vendor. And in order to use that and do that, they're going to need some sort of technology to optimize it, consolidate it all to one dashboard. And the amount of SSPs for awarded videos that we're seeing in the market is also increasing dramatically on the product side. To summarize, so everybody loves video. It's really, really interesting to see. I don't know what other ad formats that we can say that. Users love video, they're asking for more. Advertisers are looking for more, and publishers are looking for more and more and more. Their market trends are definitely towards kind of the increase of this industry in terms of revenue and impressions every day and the time spent and money spent in those products and performance. So the performance of those products are usually, they're insanely high if you compare to other formats, okay, in terms of eCPMs and the value they can actually generate by using videos. And that's my summary. If you guys have any questions, feel free.
So maybe I missed it in the beginning. Out of 100 people who get the option to choose a video to watch, what's the percentage that actually click and opt in?
All right, so we call that engagement rate in terms of how many users are actually watching videos if they have the option to watch a video. So I would say the market standard is anywhere in between 20 to 30%, but it really depends on the game. And that's where kind of the teams that from all these companies kind of help the monetization manager to decide on the best flow. In some flows, it can be 10% because the button for video is hidden somewhere, but in some cases, it can be 50%. But the benchmark are anywhere between 20 to 30% of your users that are eligible to watch video will actually click on the button and watch a video.
Hi. Do you enable paying players to see video or not? Because some want to avoid seeing video, and it really depends. So what is your advice?
All right. Cool. So in terms of segmentation and what users I'm showing what. So that's fully up to the developer to decide, am I going to show everyone videos? Am I going to show my non-paying users? Maybe I'll show the non-paying users more videos than the paying users because I don't want to kind of create all kind of a discrimination and stuff like that, and people will talk about it in blogs. But that's totally up to the developer to decide, and we can support that, and most of the vendors can support that in terms of multiple placements, multiple rewards, and kind of help the segmentation to accommodate that segmentation in terms of what we're showing. If you're maybe a kind of a social gambling app and you don't want to show competitors, maybe you want to show competitors only to the non-paying users, and to the paying users, you just want to show casual games and not social gambling and stuff like that. And you have full support to do that as long as the publisher or developer decides he wants to do it. We're strong believers in segmentation, by the way, in terms of not showing everyone the same content and the same caps. And that's kind of the progress and the work that we're doing together with the developer before they launch.
Well, thank you very much, Tal.
Thanks, guys.